Sanbonani, and welcome back. If you're one of the 17 subscribers that I now have from last week, thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Rulani Vimesh, okay honey? Yes, guys, you're gonna realize that the background is different from last week. It's because I'm in another room. This is my friend's room. They're busy next to my room. There's like renovations and everything, so it's a bit noisy, so I decided to use her room because it's a bit quiet. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for coming back. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, like and comment, and tell me what else you would like to see from me. If you watch my previous video, then you will know that I'm using my phone to record, hence the quality and everything. I hope I'm loud enough and you guys can hear me properly. Okay, I have a story time for you guys today. I don't know how I'm gonna title it yet, but this story is about a particular person, an ex-boyfriend who still is obsessed / psycho, if I can put it like that. Okay, so that's my story for today. Please guys, don't ask me what happened here because I still don't know what happened. I lost my nails over the weekend. Poor me, like guys, I don't know what happened over the weekend, but a lot happened. So I have this beverage with me to tell you the story. Okay, let me drink. I think this is the reason I lost my nails. Anyway, sorry, let's get into it. So I'm gonna be a bit quick because I don't want the video to be too long. But at the end of the day, I don't want to give you half the info. Ngifuna ukudeliver yonke into. Yabona? Yeah. So this is I'm gonna give this guy a name. Okay, ngizombiza uSithombe. Let me just call him uSithombe. All right. So this particular individual, I met him back in 2017 when I was doing my first year. I was 18 years old at the time, and I'm not sure how old he was, but this year I know he's 30 because last year he was 29, or he was 29 this year. I'm not sure between 29 and 30. Sorry. So this particular individual, I met him in 2017 when I was doing my first year. You know, when you're doing first year, you're all over the place, getting to know the place, because I reside in Bloemfontein. So I was getting to know the place. I used to go out a lot, and this particular individual wanted a serious relationship, and I couldn't give him that. So we lasted about 2 months. Then after that, we cut off communication. Okay, right. And the breakup wasn't so good. Like he said these ugly words to me. He was like, Wingani Vele, why would I be serious with a person like you? Ha, honey, you know you wanted to be serious with me. Hey, what do you mean? If you're around those ages, you can't be dating your age group, because unlingani mentally, as they say, women mature faster than men, or batala gunamadota mentally. So obviously, when you're around those ages, it's unlikely that you're gonna date an individual who's right about your age. You're gonna want these 21, 20, you know, that age, because so he told me things like wingani nomuntu osebenzayo. That was in 2017. And I didn't care, I just separated with him. It's fine. I had nothing to offer at the time. I was still enjoying my life. Right. Then I met him last year. This guy. When I met him, it was around April, probably a few days to my birthday, or a week before my birthday. I had made plans with my friends. We're gonna have a theme, you know, and we're gonna go out to spend the day out, right? So, you know, plans. I had planned, right? I remember it was Easter. My friends went to their homes. They were in Makaya, but I stayed because it was a 1-week holiday, and I was like, I'm not gonna waste money and go home for only Iveri. And then I met this individual. God gave me this guy. I don't know if I should say God. But then, yes, it was like a blessing at the time because I was bored. I was by myself, right? And I met him. And as I met him, I was entertaining him, would go out on dates. He's that kind of a person. He usually took me out on dates. I remember the first day we met. I don't know the exact date, but he took me out. I remember that day. And then from there onwards, we've been talking on WhatsApp. We've been meeting, linking up, going to his place. He'd be taking me out, right? It was nice, guys. Especially as he came here, like financially, I was slacking. My plans and my plans and money were not happening. And I confided in him. I'm that but I was telling him like I wasn't expecting him to do anything. I just told him like my cousin is coming. My cousin was supposed to visit me. Or I was telling him, I hope I'm not too quick. I don't want to make this video too long. I was telling him my cousin is supposed to come, and I feel like I won't have enough money like to buy bev for us at home before Spuma no mama sibuya siyazinutshala endlini yabona. I told him and everything. Oh, the guy wasn't, it's not like I was asking him anything, but then it was like probably a week we've been spending time. I'd go to his place. He was staying in like I wouldn't say a commune, but it's a house. It's an apartment house type of situation, and there were colleagues there. There was 3 of them, and these colleagues would say, oh, where did you get this girl? Oh, Muhle, blah, blah, blah. So I think the guy wanted to make sure that this time around because his colleagues were making advances at me, and he could tell. With my pro honey, so I think at the time I wasn't serious, Mina. I was still not being serious, just like I wasn't in 2017, but he was. And then I think my birthday on Saturday. On a Thursday, he gave me money. Surprised me. We were going to the mall, and then he was going to buy me bev, right? Before we went out, oh baby, what keep money? Ustombe, gave me money, guys. I didn't believe it because even back in this, we never got intimate, me and the guy, Yabon. And I didn't expect him to do anything for me because I know these days I'm a cheater. They want to do something before they can give you money. I don't know why the transaction type of situation is happening, but it's happening. Let's not lie to one another. It's happening. I'm not saying I'm doing it or I'm not doing it, but I'm saying it's happening, right? So guys, and I was so appreciative. I was so happy, and I was a bit skeptical to take it. I was like, no, why? Like, why? He was like, no, I heard you talking. It's not like I'm doing anything with the money. I don't drink. I don't do anything. I'm always indoors. So at least iyosebenza for a good cause for your birthday. That was last year, right? And I was turning 20. Yeah, I was 20 last year. Why did I think about my age? That's because I was supposed to be having a 21st birthday this year, so I felt like maybe it was 21 last year because I always celebrate my birthdays actually. It's just that this year the COVID happened. So he gave me money. I was turning 20, I remember, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. Ngambonga, guys, ngambonga. He gave me money, not so much, but it was so much. I'm not gonna say the amount. Anyway, fast forward, my birthday, I spent money he gave me in mine. Yabon. Right. He was this kind of a person who used to buy me things, alcohol and everything, food from the onset. Like if as a mall, he would ask me, do you want to have 1, 2, 3? Do you want this? Yabon, and he would buy it for me. And then time went on. It was April, right? We dated. I was still not feeling him. I don't want to lie to you guys. I was still not feeling him. If anything, I was in a lot of entanglements. Not a lot, but I think I had like 1 or 2 people with like my entanglements. So I was still not feeling him. So he would find things, we would fight. He would find things from my phone, conversations with these male people and everything. And this one time, he cried. Guys, literally he cried, and because I felt like I don't want anybody to be crying because of me, because in game as really pants, tears don't fall on the ground, something will happen. So I felt bad, and I think that was the turning point. That's when I took him seriously. We're probably 3 months into the relationship. That's when I took him seriously, because he cried. I remember it was in the morning. He was crying. He was telling me just how much I'm hurting him. And I like, the only way I hurt this guy is because he went through my phone. But anyway, he was hurt. Yeah, but I can't disregard that. I think our relationship took a turn to the best after he cried. I'm not proud, but then it's the truth. I'm right for him. Not that being right, but then I wasn't really fully committed. I wasn't focusing on him only. yabo. So after he cried, ngachinja guys, ngachinja ngaba umuntu right, ngamthatha serious. We dated, we started dating then. And as we started dating, I was a person who would go out. Let me not lie, I didn't go out. I used to drink, but obviously, ngama weekend, bengihlezi ngiphuze, but ngiphuze endlini, and then sometimes bengiphuma nabangani bami. The time we started being serious, no guy, I didn't go out with my friends. He had this way of making you feel like, I don't know, some type of way. Yeah, well, the minute I say I'm going out in drama, and then he would manipulate, he would dictate my mind, he would make me not go out, and I would not bring up. Now I was scared I didn't go out with my friends, right? I was that person, a girlfriend. Weekends I was with him. Mind you, I'm studying, I came here to study, but weekends I was with this guy and everything, and he used to make up pity fights. This basically Pela. He was a person who busy. If I did something, he will constantly remind me. And I'm this one individual. I will never rush you to forgive me or rush you to heal. I can't put a timeline on you healing after I hurt your feelings, right? But then don't constantly remind me, because it's only fair that but because you're not making it any better. It's not like or like, and the food, it's sometimes because then like I don't like that. I don't like such people. So he was that kind of a person. He would constantly remind me what I did, what I said about. Yeah, and again, at the time, he was that person that he is. He's a very bad person. I has to communicate. If he has to communicate something, he insults you. Like he has so much to say, and then he's gonna apologize. That was the kind of a person he is. Mina, see how much I talk. I don't have time to insult the people. I will not insult you. If anything, if I have to block you at the time so that I don't say anything, if I have to not reply, I will do that. I don't like insulting people, because even if you apologize, your apology is but then the words are out. So I don't like to insult people. He was that kind of a person, and he knew how to fight over the phone. If it's in a misunderstanding or I don't wanna tuga now, but he would call me things like a concubine. You know, concubine guys, right? I feel like if I say that, it's not that bad. He would call me a concubine. He would insult me, akulumi, and then apologize when he sees me, or when he sees me, it's like, I don't know what happens. It's like nothing happened. Yeah, born. Red flag, not good. But anyway, I forgave and forgot at the time. Fast forward into the story, Umchita. I used to do everything for this guy. I don't want to lie to you guys, because we're partners. I had an allowance, by the way. Every month I got money, a certain portion of money. He would give me money every month. He would show me how much he got paid. He was a wonderful guy. And you know, me and money, same WhatsApp group. So I was enjoying that, right? Fine. It was fine. Honeymoon phase. Gumnandi. Siphila ndawonye. Angisana ndabana bangani babekele side bin manje. But at the same time, you know, exes that come back out of the blue. There would be exes that come back, and then him being the type of a person, he was that particular human being. That's only then he will come to your phone and search your phone when you are sleeping. He won't do it daylight. No, so he used to fetch pain, because sometimes there are things he shouldn't see, not for his eyes. Not that ngiyajola, but then ask for me. But then he would come, search my phone. Then in the morning, he starts acting up. Or if he goes to work, he's going to start texting me. I'm going to send a screenshot. And I used to tell him, this is going to be the downfall of our relationship. You searching my phone is going to be the downfall of us. Don't search my phone, because I don't search your phone. Yeah, bro. But anyway, that was last year, right? We dated. And then he got a transfer at work to go to his hometown in KZN. He went to KZN last year. So this year when I came back, he was not here, but we were still dating. I remember I had a cousin who was doing her internship in Palito. So I went with her to Durban last year and would meet Milo baby. Yeah, boy. We would meet. I hope my mother doesn't see this. We would meet. So the whole of December last year we met, because I was there the whole of December. And then I went out this other time with okay, so there was this particular instance. This is what this particular thing that happened is the one that led to all the let me fix my phone, sorry, that led to me seeing things I wasn't supposed to see, me experiencing painful things like guys at some point. Like, I didn't understand why this was happening. Okay, so what happened is I'm getting with my cousin. So my cousin had a friend, so there were 3 of us. We wanted to go to celebrate the friend. So what happened is I asked Uthombe to ask his cousin. I hope I'm making sense. I asked Uthombe to ask his cousin, who stays not so far from Eyadini, to accommodate us for a day. We want to go to Eyadini. That way we are nearer, you know. Because if you know Ipalito is on the other side of KZN. It's like north side. So it's far from a lot of things. It's far from the CBD. It's far from Eyadini and all these places. So Uthombe spoke to a cousin, and then the cousin agreed to accommodate us. So we went to Eyadini, and as we went to the cousin's place, we met the cousin's girlfriend. Then later onwards, this girlfriend got cousin we decided to visit her as Mlazi. So now we are much nearer to Eyadini. But then we didn't go to Eyadini at the time. Me, a cousin Yami, the friend's cousin, and a girlfriend ga cousin ga Sithombe. I hope I'm making sense, guys. We went out, right? We went out to this other place called the Gents. So as we went out there, you know, when you guys go out, things happen. We met these guys. We met them late, man. Like, when we met these guys, I didn't know how I felt about the situation, but then I didn't want to be, because everyone was enjoying. They were like, nah, what happens here stays here. Yeah, but okay, we met these guys, and then what had happened is we went in separate cars, and then I don't know from there what happened. I was in the car with this particular guy, and then my cousin was in another car, and the friends, the cousin and the friend, they were in the other car, right? Okay, we stopped at some point, saban together. Fighting, and then yeah, fight again. McDonald's to buy food. From there, that's where we separated, right? This guy now taking me to his house, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. Please take me back. Now I don't know the place. Remember, we went back. We had to go back to the club, the Gents. From there, I could now see the way to Indaoga, the girlfriend cousin gas Sithombe. Then I got there, I slept, right? Yadlula leyo nto, guys, it passed. Yeah, kwaba into ekhohliwe leyo ndaba ukuthi I happened not to come back nabo. And mind you, me and my cousin asibuyanga. Everybody else was back. Apparently after the fight, umngani ga cousin yami ne girlfriend ga cousin ga Sithombe yibo bayile endlini because baxabane nabo mugayi angazixajanelweni mina. Then I left with this other guy, and then cousin yami hamba no guy. Then we went to McDonald's. I thought as we were at McDonald's, mina sambani sonke. Can't know at that time him ne cousin yami kuphela. And then this guy took me to his house, and I from the onset feeling that angihlali la ngicela mina ungihambise. Then we had to go back to the club. From the club I could see the direction, because earlier on we did to see the club. Wasibonise girlfriend. Ngafika nganoka ngalala. So I guess girlfriend felt like I did something. I don't know. Yeah, but also nami ngithukile, because like what happened? I don't know this chick. We're not that close. She's gonna keep quiet about this, and if it gets to my boyfriend's ears, who's Tom, you'll figure it out, right? But I had to hope for the best. I didn't say anything. Fast forward again, njengoba bengisho. This year we're now in a long distance relationship. Out of the blue, Tom is changing. I'm not getting my allowance. Like Gucci friend, he's rude. He's much rude. Oh, just to say something. When he relocated, he decided to leave his fridge and his microwave with me because he couldn't travel with them as he was using his car. And I didn't want them being as full because I felt like, oh, I mean, I've been staying a communion and I didn't need all that because I used what we are given by the landlord. But he was hashing. Then I agreed to clear in the fridge in the microwave. When I'm done studying, I can sell them. That's what he said. That was the agreement. Okay, fine. As things started being sour this year, I asked him, what's happening with you? Like, there's something. And then that's only then he said, this and this happened, but you never told me when. I 1, 2, 3. And I was like, no, who told you that? Who told you that? He came on me fighting already. When they 1, 2, 3, he didn't ask me anything. Because, I mean, and I believe that when somebody did something to you, when you hear something about your partner, don't just come fighting. Calm yourself down. Come and ask me. I'll tell you. You know, he was fighting. I should have told him this is why he changed. This is why he's not giving me money anymore and everything. And I was like, I'm not with you for the money. If anything, you started the money issue. I didn't ask you to do that. So I was like, you know what? We need to meet and talk about this because it doesn't help. It doesn't matter what I say when you've taken sides. That's where, things started going from north, south, center. Because of the things he was saying to me, I decided that let's break up. Because anyway, nothing was nice. Nothing was working out because we didn't meet. I think it was around Feb now. We hadn't met since December. I was like, let's just separate. Because I'm born very soon and now a long distance relationship. I'm saying, Wayala, no, it's not gonna happen. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Futimina, please give me back my fridge. If you say fridge, babes, I'm not with you because of the fridge and the microwave. If anything, wrong person. What are you saying, darling? Ngati, take your things. Come take your things. Ngati, because you gave them to me, come and get them. Come and get them. Because he was telling me now he's gonna send his friends to come and fetch the things. I'm like, no, you are gonna come and get your things. He called my friends, he called my cousins, he told them that I'm dumping him. Hey, and I cheated on him. Yo, I was so scared. This guy, it was just this gap because he kept giving me threats like that. It's like he had my mother's number or something, and I wasn't sure because I used to use his phone a lot, and he had all my friends' numbers, and I didn't know he had them because I never saved them. Umukai called me with probably 8 or 10 numbers. I blocked him everywhere. All his numbers, I blocked him. He bought SIM cards every day to call me. Angisho ngimhethile ngamkhulula mina ngisisihlukane no uyangilandelela ngeke akwazi ukuthakatha mina. Now there was witchcraft threats. He didn't know where I was staying. They said because I relocated. Honey, at some point he knew my address. He would tell me what I'm wearing today. Yo, things were bad. Okay, then from there, when I said we should separate and he must come and get his things from me because I took them from him. He must not gonna send his friend. I'm not gonna accept any friend to come and get his things. Okay, fine. I think at some point because I blocked him and everything. Chiki space in the guy is calling me using different numbers because I blocked him on WhatsApp. He had 2 numbers. I blocked him there. I blocked him. He can't call me. But then I told him, when you are in Blom, tell me. We'll meet. You come and get your things. Okay. So this year, 2020, I had moved to a new house from the one he knew. 2018, right? 2019. So he didn't know where I stayed. Now the stalking started. He told me that he's gonna come to my house. He has spies. People are spying me. Now he had news to tell, fake things. This is what I'm doing with this person and what. And then he had one story that was true. That's when I started thinking, oh my word, this is bad. We are Moshagal. How can he know this information? And then he knew my house. Before he knew my house, he called my friends to ask them for my address. He wants to meet me and everything. I'm like, no, I'm not going to meet you. And Futu, why are you harassing my friends? Yabon. He went as far as texting my cousins. And when he texts people, it's not like he's polite. No. He's fighting. He's sending long paragraphs, voice notes that are 29 minutes long. Hey, it dash him. Then he would call my phone every day. This is happening even now. It's like every day he calls me. I see there he calls me, but then now he uses his one number because I sent him a message and I was like, this entitlement you feel you have over me to call me whenever you want, all these 8 digits you have used to contact me, I'm gonna do something about this. So he was scared that I'm gonna report him at the cops or something, and I was near that point because now he was sending threats. He was saying to me, it's either we're gonna continue with this relationship or both of us are gonna die, because you're not gonna, he said I used him and then I can't continue with my life like that. We can't separate. We have to be together. We made a promise to each other that we're not going to separate. He is forgetting that issue and everything. And I'm like, no. that issue, I realized that there's no use for me to explain because already taken sides, already concluded. So it's me fighting him. It's a lost battle for me to explain myself to you. And besides that, I realized that long distance as was yabon futhi for mina. So mina mangifuna sihlukane ngikhuluma nawe kahle. You want to force me into a relationship. I'm not staying. He's like, no. And after he said something hurtful, it's like he says it, and I 1 p.m. in the afternoon. At 2, he's going to apologize. He's going to apologize and start crying. At 3, he says something awful again. At 4, in a day's time, he can switch like that. And I was like, I don't like this character. I don't like this about him. This is the dangerous part. Now he can say, you tell me I'm gonna kill you, and he knew where I was. I remember at some point I went home because right after in COVID Lena again we had to go home, right? He would tell me that so when this is this bus this is the particular bus you used to go home, you're not safe anywhere until uvume ukuba nami. Wathi hey guys, you think I'm lying. He would tell me the way angele nyangeni ngakhona uyobhadala ama 20k to make sure that whatever relationship I'm in, it's not gonna work. And when I come back to him, he's not gonna love me. He wants to hurt me like I hurt him. I'm like, when are you basically saying I hurt you, and I understand that part and I apologize, it's fine. But then why are you hashing? Why that? You go as far as making threats. And then he said, all the money that I spent on you, everything, I want it back. I told him, go to the cops, go report me. Because everything you did for me, you did it out of love, and I also did things for you, even though I didn't do anything because I'm a student. But I did everything for you. I did everything for you, bruh. We're dating. What do you mean? So go to the cops and report me. And then I said to him, if anything, I'm the one who's supposed to record you. Even today, I have all the numbers that you used. I don't know if I can try and sneak in some voice notes that he would send me. I will try and see if I can sneak in anything, like for 2 minutes, sneak in something so that you can see everything, so that you don't think I'm lying, because I feel like everybody in my life was aware, because I would tell people I was scared at some point in my life. And I feel like the most difficult thing about the whole situation is that I couldn't go report him. He's in another province. And when I would ask for advice from cops that I knew, they would say, no, you would need to, if you make a restraining order, we have to take it to him. So how was I going to get to KZN, guys? I was this close to telling my mother about this whole issue, but then I was like, no, let me not include my mother. Yeah, but I'll deal with it anyhow. But then I was at a point where I was like, let me tell my mom, because now my life is in danger. This guy knew where I was, who I'm with, and how did he know that? That was my problem. So I had a really bad experience. I wouldn't say I was perfect in the relationship, but it's not like I was a cruel person. In the beginning, that's only then I'm admitting that I did things I wasn't supposed to do, right? And then I was good to him. So it was like he bought me. It's like when he started saying I must bring back the things he bought for me, the money and everything, it's like he bought me. It's like he thought I'm with him because of money and material things, which was not the case. Because honey, he found me, I could put on my nails for myself. I could do my hair for myself. And I mean, my fro is large, it's big. I don't need to always have braids and everything. I like staying with my fro, I love it. So if ngifuna ukuchina, I can china myself, I can buy myself clothes. Bengigcoka ngiyagcoka namanje. Mr. Price noma ngigcoka yini, but I'm well, I'm fully dressed. So why umjida usithombe bakaqala ukuthi I'm with him for the money? I don't know. But all I know is that he was obsessed. It was more of an obsession than uthando. And I feel like mhlambe I'm the only girl that loved him entirely, because he's a very insecure person. He was a very insecure person. And I think I changed a lot. Like ngamkhuthaza, ngamthanda the way angakhona. So I think uthando lo lengampha lona ufuna ukuthi akwazi ukuphuma kulo, because nanamhlanje I even still have his things. He still hasn't come to get them, and I told him, please come and get your things. He still hasn't come to get them. If anything, the minute I call him and I say, come get your things, he starts saying things like, we need to talk. Guys, if I can show you the text messages, wangtuga, ukay, wangtuga, wangibiza ngamagama aklung, wangtuga. He even included personal things like isn't those personal that I would talk to him about, confide in him about, and talk to him as my guy. He used them against me. So it was bad. I think Futugwaba bad when he started talking about witchcraft and killing me and whatever. Yo, guys, I think I'm not gonna forget him for the rest of my life, because every day I got a text message, every day I received a phone call, and then I'm feeling like Ukai is possessed or has mental issues. I don't know if I can use the word mental issues, but then possessed. Because let me tell you something about this guy. Agathandegi from the onset. I don't know, there's something about him, and even people that knew him would feel like that. Or my friends, after he calls them, they will say, yo, your guy is not normal. Like, we are rasa kulume. Then after marayamthanda ungani wakho. Yabo, like ngathi uyacontrol, ngathi kunondethi ahlanye abe right, ahlanye yabo, like some, like yo. Honestly, I feel like he needs some help. Like, because something is up with the guy, and it's not me. I just happen to be in the firing line. I just happen to be the person that he does all these things to. But then I said to him, I'm gonna expose you. I was close to posting him everywhere, so that people know the kind of a person he is, so that people see the threat, so like sasa mang shonile guys, I gotta go to 1 2 3. I would tell him, and then he says, do you think at the first call I did this too? That's when I was like, oh my word. And the painful thing is I can't know much about him because I met him in Blom, so I don't know his background back home. That's when I was like, this is bad. I still feel like I need to expose him, because I feel like I'm until I add and exposure, no man report him poison, and I do something about this. But I guess this is where we see why a lot of things especially the police station. Like, I'm thinking, yo, my routine goes. But I hope my video is not too long. If you've been in a similar situation, or you've met, somebody that's been in a similar situation, please comment down below, because honestly, we can't be having such men when the gender-based violence rate is so high in our country. Like, we can't be having such behaviors, such men who behave this way. This showed me just how much these people have no fear. These men that do things to women have no fear. It's like they know they're untouchable. It's like they're above the law. I don't know why they have that mindset, but it's not good, and it's actually scary for the future. Ifagalana ngiyayibuza ukuthi yo, if umuntu achills kangaka ayenza into engekho right, future is pathelene. Sorry, this thing is making me burp like nobody's business. So comment down below if you know somebody that has similar experience, or how you can tell what can I do, because honestly, it's not like it has stopped. It's just that I think he got frightened by the message I sent him. He felt like I was going to report him, because my phone, everything is there. I kept everything on WhatsApp. I'm a number, I'm 9 or 8. I'm texting, even phone calls and text messages. So he stopped sending things. The only thing he does now is call me. I can see the auto rejected number when I check my call logs. Other than that, he still does call. It's not like he stopped. So I don't know. Drop a comment down below and tell me what I can do about the whole situation. I hope I wasn't too long and you're gonna enjoy what you're gonna get. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends to tell your friends about Rulani Vimesh. Have a great day.